think a meat grinder is only for making burgers? You're missing out on one of the most versatile tools in the kitchen. Most people buy a meat grinder, use it once for ground beef, and then let it collect dust. The truth is, this machine can handle way more than most people realize. It can save you money, help you control ingredients, and open up a whole list of recipes you may have never thought about making at home. First, of course, there's grinding meat. This is what most people buy it for. You can grind beef, pork, chicken, turkey, and even certain cuts of lamb. The biggest advantage is control. Instead of buying pre-ground meat, you decide exactly what goes in. Want lean burgers? Use lean cuts. Want juicy burgers? Mix different cuts with a little more fat. You're in charge of the texture and flavor. Then there are sausages. This is where meat grinders become really fun. Many grinders come with sausage stuffing attachments. You can make breakfast sausages, Italian-style sausages, spicy sausages, or create your own recipes from scratch. You control the seasonings, salt, and ingredients, which is great if you're trying to avoid preservatives or customize flavors. A meat grinder is also amazing for making burger blends. Restaurants often combine different cuts of meat to create unique flavors and textures. You can do exactly the same thing at home. Mix beef chuck with brisket or another cut, and suddenly your homemade burgers taste like something from a premium burger shop. Here's something many people don't know. Meat grinders can grind vegetables too. Onions, peppers, mushrooms, and other ingredients can be processed quickly. This makes preparing fillings, meatloaf mixtures, and sauces much easier. Some people even use grinders to prepare ingredients for soups and stews. Another popular use is making breadcrumbs. Have leftover bread that's starting to get stale? Instead of throwing it away, run it through the grinder. You now have fresh breadcrumbs for coating chicken, making meatballs, or topping casseroles. It's an easy way to reduce food waste. If you love homemade pet food, a meat grinder can be incredibly useful. Many pet owners use grinders to prepare fresh meals for their dogs and cats. This allows them to choose the ingredients and avoid certain additives found in some commercial foods. Of course, it's always a good idea to research your pet's nutritional needs before changing their diet. You can also use certain meat grinders to process soft cheeses. This can save time when preparing recipes that need shredded or crumbled cheese. Depending on the attachments, some grinders can even help with grating vegetables. Speaking of vegetables, meat grinders can be helpful when making homemade relishes, dips, and spreads. Instead of chopping everything by hand, you can quickly process ingredients into a consistent texture. Another fantastic use is making meatballs and meatloaf mixtures. Because the grinder can process meat and certain vegetables together, you can evenly distribute ingredients like onions, garlic, and herbs throughout the mixture. The result is better flavor in every bite. Some people even use meat grinders to make homemade baby food ingredients. Fresh vegetables and cooked meats can be processed into textures suitable for different stages of feeding. Again, the benefit is knowing exactly what ingredients are going into the food. A meat grinder can also become a huge money saver. Buying whole cuts of meat is often cheaper than buying pre-ground products. With a grinder, you can purchase larger cuts when they're on sale and process them yourself. Over time, that can add up to significant savings. The real secret to getting the most out of a meat grinder is experimenting. Try different meat combinations. Make your own sausage recipes. Create custom burger blends. Process ingredients for family recipes. Once you start using it regularly, you'll probably find yourself reaching for it far more often than you expected. And here's one tip that makes everything easier. Keep your meat and grinder parts cold before grinding. Cold ingredients produce cleaner cuts and better texture, especially when you're working with fatty meats. Check the description box because I've included additional resources and helpful information if you want to learn even more ways to get the most out of a meat grinder. And now I want to hear from you. What's the most interesting thing you've ever made with a meat grinder? Or what would you like to try making first? Drop your answer in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for more practical kitchen tips and food preparation guides.